together.
Are you yellow flag?
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Limaland. We are here tonight with the Outcast Dirt guys in the 305s first, followed by the 358s. And just doing a quick check to see, the 424 of Ernie Shilko is not on track at the moment, or we'd be showing him. However, he is currently the 5th fastest here tonight. Now, this is a shorter track than the last couple of weeks, only a quarter mile. So they will be doing their standard 8-lap heats, and they will have a 50-lap feature tonight. We do have the 305s right now, obviously, and that will be followed at 10 Eastern, 9 Central by the 358 here as well. Couple of quick important notes with these Outcast guys as they finish up their practices. These Outcast guys, with their heats and their feature, they do reset the track to a 0 state. And that means that these guys get a fresh track every time they go out, every session. That will play into some of these guys' hands, but with a 50-lap feature, it will definitely be interesting to see how much the track and how quickly the track slicks off, and we'll be able to see how fast some of these guys are. See who comes to the front in the slick and who goes to the back. As you can see right now, the track is pretty well slicked off, so that is definitely going to make for some changes. It'll definitely make the racing a lot different, and as the night wears on in both of these cars, they're going to struggle with it. As they've got just a couple moments left in practice, we'll be back with you in just a moment. Alright, just taking care of a quick technical difficulty there. I will tell you, so far in practice, the fastest tonight has been the 74 of Ryan Nesbitt. Brian Mansfield has been the second fastest. Skylar Massey, we didn't see him last week, but he is really up there tonight in third. Doug Norton in the 52, he is back in 13th right now. Just taking a look at some of the names we're used to seeing at the front. Chris Standridge, he is the 6th fastest so far tonight. James Johnson is 7th. And Michael Whiting, surprising to see him way back in 18th. However, he may have got in late, got in on the slick track, didn't get a chance to adjust to it yet. Danny Chandler is also back there in 16th, and of course Thanos Gerald Poole is 15th fastest on the board during practice so far. So we'll see how this plays out. Some of these guys will definitely, like we were saying, they'll definitely excel in the slick, and some of these guys will go backwards just a little bit. But that main feature will be 50 laps. That track will slick off very quickly, being as short as it is, and it's not the widest track out there. Plus, it's got some relatively tame banking. We've seen some tracks that, like last week, had a bit more banking, but this week it's only 16-degree turns and 8-degree straightaways, so it'll definitely be some interesting racing in these different conditions. Not only is the track shorter, it's not as wide as the last couple of weeks. Fairly close to the track last week, but this week it is just a little bit smaller. So whereas we saw a lot of 3-wide racing last week and the guys were able to maneuver around cleanly, they will not have nearly as much room to maneuver this week. Doug Norton still out there practicing in that number 52 car. Now, as I said, as they're getting ready to go into qualifying, we will have 8-lap heats, looking like we're going to have about 3, maybe 4 of them, and a 50-lap feature. Then there will be a short break, and they'll move on to the 358s at 10 Eastern. While we're talking about the schedule, don't forget to tune back in right here Wednesday night. We'll be here live on Facebook and on Twitch, and the videos go to YouTube later in the night or the next morning. We will be here Wednesday night. The Northeast Racers will be running their street stocks. That's asphalt street stocks. They'll be running those at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, followed by these Outcast, the Outcast Independent League's Michael Grainold's SR8 series at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, and you know that that's going to be some insanity. And of course, Sunday night, like last night, we have the BRR boys at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. And definitely a shout out to the BRR team scheduled for the 24 Hours of Daytona this weekend. You can watch the live stream of Team 1 right here. I believe I'm driving the second or third stint of the night, and then one early the next morning. We've got 2 4-man teams we're fielding, so that will definitely be exciting as we line up for the first heat. Looks like qualifying was left out tonight. They're going to do it all by the heat, so let's see what they can do out here tonight. Looks like Michael Whiting in the 44 is going to start about mid-pack. Looks like the 113 is out there as well. He's starting way in the back. And as I said, we've got some new drivers out here this week. Some guys we didn't see last week. Some guys we've seen in previous weeks that didn't make it last week, but they're back. Didn't make it last week, back this week. Excuse me. Sorry, just trying to get my breath caught here before this goes crazy. All right, 1 lap to green. We'll see these guys drop off into turn 1. Definitely give a shout out to your favorite driver in the chat. We'll try and get a look at everybody tonight. We'll watch some of the guys come from the back and to the front, and from the front to the back. They do have 2 fast repairs for each heat and in the feature. I don't think they'll need them in the heats, but they're probably going to need them in the feature, as small as this track is. Pace car is off. The 12 will take him down on the green flag. And looks like Greg did not get a great start. He's there on the inside. Tom Land there on the outside. And the number 91 gets a good jump through the first lap and jumps into the lead from that second spot. Down to the inside, you've got Michael Whiting falling back there a little bit. He is back to third now. And in fourth, there's Gerald Thanos Poole in that number 25. And looks like he is starting to make, as we get 3 wide in the corner, they're looking like they're going to try 4 wide. Thanos backed out of it. But he is back in it now, and he's not giving up, as the number 12 of Tom Land has jumped out to a big lead, 1.3 seconds, and climbing. As the battle is for second through about, as Thanos gets a little loose there in coming out of turn 4 and down to the inside. And that brings us to our first caution of the evening. Caught most of that line, but let's take another look. It looks like Gerald just got a little loose off the corner, got down low into the inside, and caught Michael Whiting, and that brought us under caution. And it looks like, it looks like Thanos will fall to the back. This is the one thing Tom Land did not want to see with 3 laps to go. He had almost 2 seconds on the field. One lap to green is still Tom Land out front. Michael Whiting has worked his way back up to second. Greg Rizal has made his way up into third. Ben Flanagan in the 111 is in fourth. The 113 of Danny Chandler is in 5th, and the 25 of Gerald Poole back to 6th. They're all pretty much where they started. As we get off into the turn once again, green flag racing underway, and looks like there was a little problem back there with the number 12. And that puts us under caution again. They did not complete the lap, so it did not count. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Alright, I do believe we'll be looking at the number 12 car. Let's... Oh, yep, it looks like the 12 and the 40... excuse me. Sorry, catching my breath there for a minute. It looks like the 12 got together back there, I believe with Ben Flanagan, and that brought us under caution. And if you think these cars leave me breathless, you should watch the Radicals on Wednesday night. That will get crazy. As they get the 1 to green. And in the feature race, we will try and ride along with these so you guys can see what they're seeing. As the 91 takes another jump out front, 2 laps to go. They're going to try and make it to the white flag without a caution, and we've got one coming. Looks like that is Greg down on the inside charging to the front. This time Michael Whiting is managing to stay pretty close to Tom Land. As we get through 1 lap to go, Tom Land is still in the lead. We've got a huge battle going on back in the back. And it looks like the 25 and the 111 got together right at the start-finish line, but Tom Land brings it home. As we hop into heat number 2. Got Brian Mansfield there in the 95. And waiting for the last few of these guys to get lined up. Give me just a moment to catch my breath. Looks like Heat 2, we only have 5 cars on track this time. And as you can see, as we mentioned, the track was reset to the 0 state. So these guys do get a fresh track each heat. "21 drivers in the field tonight. This is heat number 2 with 5 of them. We had 8 in the previous heat. Pace car is ducking off. There is the 52. That is Doug Norton taking him down into turn 1. Green flag in the air. Teddy Bivert coming to the outside with a massive run to the outside coming off of turn 2. He's getting a huge jump. Looks like Teddy's already jumped out to almost a full second lead in less than 2 laps. The 52 of Doug Norton right there trying to regain some ground, but he's got the hard charger, Corey Goodall, right behind him. Corey Goodall there in that 333, right back there in 3rd place, followed by Brett Carroll in the 999 back here. And rounding out the field is the 95 of Brian Mansfield, but don't count him out when it comes time for the feature. He's one of those guys that does really good as we reach the halfway point of heat number 2. He's one of those guys that does really good as the track slicks off. And as long as this stays green, it looks like Teddy Bivert's got the race in hand. He has got 1.2 second lead. Corey Goodall has moved up into 2nd. We saw him come charging through, but it does not look like he's making up any ground on the leader. Doug Norton has fallen back to 3rd, and he's got Brett Carroll coming right up behind him. But it looks like Brian Mansfield has found some grip back there in the 95 with 1 lap to go. Just not enough time. It looks like Teddy Bivert's going to win. Corey Goodall second. Doug Norton will be third. Brett Carroll fourth. And Brian Mansfield will come home fifth. And here we go into heat number 3. And let's see who we've got. Got Mr. Sponberg up there. 39 of James Johnson. Looks like he is bringing up the rear of the field on this start. Ryan Nesbitt there in the 74. And the number 92 will lead them down to green when the pace car drops off here momentarily. Come on, pace truck, get out of the way, buddy. Pace truck will dive in now. There he goes. It's about time. Turn these boys loose. Green flag is in the air. The 92 Wayne Bridges takes the lead into turn 1. Dwayne Kenner there to the outside, though, gets a huge run off turn 2. Cannot get enough momentum to get around yet, but coming off turn 4 he does. They almost touch going into turn 1. And it looks like we might have a side-by-side battle for the lead right now for quite a bit of time. It looks like Wayne gets a heck of a run off the turns. And Dwayne manages to, as the 92 and the 74 get together going through the back straightaway. And it took the 39 a moment, that is the 39 of James Johnson, took him a moment to pull it back together. He manages to save it. But Dwayne Kenner took advantage of the chaos behind him. He has jumped out there to a half a second lead. Halfway this time by, or last time by. The number 74, Ryan Nesbitt, currently in second. Wayne Bridges in the 92 is in third. The 39 of James Johnson in fourth. And the 18 of Lance Sponberg rounds out the 5 cars in the field. 2 laps to go. And it looks like Heat 3 might make it green flag all the way. The 18 of Lance Sponberg looks like he's having some problems. He's falling way behind. And as they come out to take the checkered flag, it will be Dwayne Kenner, Ryan Nesbitt, James Johnson, Wayne Bridges, and Lance Sponberg will be your finishing order going into heat number 4. All right, we've got them lining up now. There is the 22, the fearless leader. There on the inside, that is Chris Standridge. Huge shout out to him. He is the league owner. He helps run this and helps quite a bit with some of the other Outcast series they've got. And looks like he is taking an EOL on himself tonight. We've seen Chris do this a couple weeks in a row now. He will drop to the back. He is one of the best on this dirt, so it makes a little sense, and that just shows the kind of sportsmanship these Outcast boys have. They are a ton of fun. They are all competitive, but their key is their friendships, the relationships they have, and being good sportsmen. So a huge shout out to him on that one. Alright, pace car will duck off going through turn 4, and these guys will go green flag racing with the 114 in the lead. Oh, looks like the 114 got a really bad start. That is Leo. He got a really bad start. As they come around, I do believe it's going to be Skylar Massey that takes the lead. Yes, that is. The 96 of Skylar Massey takes the lead. And there is the 424 right behind him on the inside. That is Ernie Shilko. Had some Ernie fans in the house tonight. There he is, currently running third. Running that bottom line and keeping his momentum quite well. Running the, looks like he's running the bottom end at one end of the track and moving up high when he needs to. The 22 of Chris Standridge right there, though, trying to take that third position from him. Out front, the 96 is still battling Skylar Massey as Thomas Rule right behind him. 3 laps to go in this heat. We will see if Skylar can hold Thomas off, and looks like Chris Standridge might have gotten around. And no, they have a side-by-side battle going on back there. Looks like just as soon as I said it, the 22 jumped to the lead. In that battle, he completed the pass for third. Final lap is Skylar Massey out front, Tyler Rule second, Chris Standridge third, Ernie Shilko fourth, and Leo rounds out the 5 cars in this field as they come to the checkered flag. Do believe that would be everybody qualified for the feature, so they will go into the heats, or they will go into the warm-up and then into the feature. And don't forget to stick around after this 50-lap feature. We'll take a short break, but we will be back very soon with their 358 series. And while they're out there, just a reminder to go like and subscribe and share and follow the YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook pages. We do have broadcasts on Mondays, Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesday nights. More to come in the near future. In addition to streaming races during the day. And you can tune in for the BRR League's 24-hour of Daytona team number 1 Friday night right here. We will have the in-car camera from them, and at the times when I am spotting, we'll have a little bit of the outside of the car. But you can listen into our 24-hour team. And don't forget to come back Wednesday night for the Northeast Racers at 7:30 Eastern. And stick around for the Outcast SR8s at 9 Eastern. That is going to be crazy, as it always is. Looks like fastest on the track right now is Ryan Nesbitt. Alrighty, here they go. Looks like the number 91 of Tom Land will be starting on the front row. Side beside him will be the number 8 of Teddy Bivert, the 32 of Dwayne Kenners in third, Skylar Massey fourth, Michael Whiting rounds out your top 5, Corey Goodall, Ryan Nesbitt, Thomas Rule, Greg Brazow, Doug Norton round out your top 10, James Johnson, Chris Standridge, Danny Chandler, Brett Carroll, Wayne Bridges are 11th through 15th, and Ernie Shilko starts 16th, followed by Ben Flanagan, Brian Mansfield, Lance Sponberg, Leo, and Gerald Poole round out the field. As they go around to pass, they will get this warmed up. Track is back at a 0 state, but with 21 cars on the track for 50 laps, that is not going to stay a fresh track for long. They will start to slick off. We will start to see some of these guys from the back come to the front. There's a couple of those guys back there that actually do better on the slick tracks. We've seen guys like Danny Chandler, Chris Standridge come from way behind all the way to the front on the slick track just because they get around it better. But a guy like Tom Land, he can hold that lead no matter what the track condition is. Green flag is in the air. Tom Land takes him down into turn 1. And we are green flag racing. The number 2 already looking to the... Sorry, that is the number 8 of Teddy Bivert on the outside there. And both of these front 2 cars were very dominant in their previous heats, so we'll see what they've got for them as they're really clogging up back there. Around that number 96 car, Skylar Massey, he is going backwards just a little bit. Got the 74 down to the inside. That is Ryan Nesbitt, as we've got a battle here for 5th place. 4th, 5th, and 6th, and they've got more coming towards them. Back there's the 39, James Johnson. He is coming to the front. He started 11th, already up to 7th, but Ryan Nesbitt in the 74 started in 7th. He is up to 4th already, and it looks like the 44 of Michael Whiting has worked his way up to 3rd. Now we already have some cars starting to come towards the front. Caution is out. First caution of the night on lap 7. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. All right, looks like we're looking at Brian Mansfield. If the scoring is correct, we'll see. Yes, it is Brian, and oh, he had somebody, it looks like the 92 just didn't get settled into the corner right, and he got yeeted into the wall. And that brings us under our first caution of the feature. And while they're pacing, let's just take a quick look at some of the scoring. Michael Whiting started 5th. He's up to 3rd. Ryan Nesbitt started 7th, up in 4th. James Johnson in the 39. He's moving to the front quickly. He started in 11th. He's up in 6th. Danny Chandler in the 113 started in 13th. He's up to 10th already. And we've got a lot of guys that have picked up 1 spot here, 2 spots there. So we will see how this all plays out. But right now it is the 91 Tom Land leading him into the green flag into turn 1. And they're staying pretty tame through this first lap. But it looks like the 8 of Teddy Bivert, he is not going to wait long. He is going, oh, they get together just a little bit. Both of them managed to save it. That was the 91 and the 8. Just a little bit of a tap coming through the corner. And they're 3 wide right behind him. There's the 96 of Skylar Massey. They are 3 wide down the straightaway. Oh! Looks like we've got a car in the wall there. That was the 91, I do believe. Yes, it was the 91 of Tom Land going backwards just a little bit, and we are under caution. All right, let's see what happened here. As looks like we had a car spinning and just bunched everybody up. Looks like the 22 of Chris Standridge was involved. Trying to figure out who else got caught up in that. Does not look like there was a lot of damage. I'm not seeing many cars on pit road yet. There's the 91. We saw him in the wall just before that incident happened, but he is now back up and being scored in 3rd place as Tom Land. Looks like it was the 113 that got caught in the outside wall, Danny Chandler. As we get the 1 to green. And Teddy Bivert currently in the lead. Michael Whiting back up there on the outside. No surprise to anybody who's been watching these last few races. Green flag is in the air. Let's see if Teddy can hold Michael off tonight. And it looks like he got a little bit of a run on him coming out of turn 2. And they're 3 wide right behind him. There's the 44, and looks like the number 91 got a little too low through the turn, got hooked up on the tires in the ground there. Slowed him down quite a bit. Looks like he has slipped back quite a bit, and it looks like the 113 is in trouble again. No, that was not the 113. I think that might have been the 96. Let's go take a look at the replay. Alrighty, following the 96 here, looks like he got loose off the corner and the 91 just drifted right up into him, and that brought us under caution. They managed to have no one else involved. And for the moment, Teddy Bivert is still holding Michael Whiting off. James Johnson started in 11th in that 39 car. He has moved his way up to 4th now. Skylar Massey's back in 5th. Let's see, Danny Chandler in that 113 after the previous incident. He's already back up to 8th. Chris Standridge, he was in the very early incident and looks like he is stuck a little bit back there. He's currently running about 19th. Green flag is in the air as they come down through turn 1. Getting a little dicey back there in the back. Caution is out. Saw a couple of cars getting a little sketchy back there, so let's see, we need to watch, I think, the 424 of Ernie Shilko. Let's take a gander. Looks like he just got caught. Somebody came down into him. Managed to get away clean and does not look like he's got any substantial damage. Looks like it was Ben Flanagan in the 111. Yes, it was. That came down and got into him. Ben got flipped on his side, had to get a tow. So as we get the 1 to green, he'll be on pit road for just a couple of minutes. Hopefully he can get back out without losing too much ground. Pace car is off. Looks like Teddy's going to restart up high, hold that single file line back. Gets a good lead down in there, but no, the 74 gets right underneath him. That is Ryan Nesbitt. And the 44, Michael Whiting down there as well. Those guys are pushing, trying to get back up there, but Teddy holds them off for the moment. Right there is the 39. That is James Johnson. He started 11th. He's moved his way up into 4th and looks like he is fighting for 3rd already. Michael Whiting is not going to give up the position very easy, and as this track starts to slick off, you can see a little bit right there in the middle where it's starting to slick off. It's going to get a little bit dicey. 113 of Danny Chandler. Right there, earlier incident, 12 laps to go, and in that earlier incident, but he is all the way back up to 6. But currently, it is still Teddy Bivert up front. And for the Ernie Shilko fans, he is currently back in 16th, trying to work his way back to the front. And we are under caution again, 9 laps to go. All right, let's take a look and see what happened. Oh, looks like he just lost it, got down in there, and got caught. I do believe that is the 111 of Ben Flanagan. He's been involved in the last two cautions, not having his best night. We've seen him run these cars and the 358s towards the front, so just a bad luck kind of night. As we get through 1 to green, we'll have about, looks like 9 laps to go. Ten laps to go. As they take the green, Teddy Bivert gets another good jump. Running that way up there on that cushion. Caution is out again as the leaders start to get a little distance. Alright, I think we might have gotten in the right spot here, but we will see as the 96 comes around the corner. No, the incident started right in front of him. 3 or 4 cars get together, and it captured a lot of the field. Let's see if we can get a better look at it. Looks like the 999, the 444 just got, or the 44 just got together. Teddy Bivert would like it to stay green. Hopefully with the when the green flag drops right now, he can keep it green and get away from the field. The 74, Ryan Nesbitt, is right behind him. James Johnson in third. There goes Ryan Nesbitt to the inside, trying to slide job. Almost get together coming through 1 and 2. But that gives the 8 a good run, and here comes the 39. That is James Johnson, started 11th, has worked his way all the way up into 3rd. And the 32 there on the inside, Dwayne Kenner. Five laps to go. Looks like Teddy Bivert has jumped out to a decent lead, almost a 1 second lead, but the battle is for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right now. Oh, had a car coming back off pit road. 3 laps to go. We're under caution again. All right, it looks like the 25 of Gerald Danos Pool gets down into the turn just a little too sideways, almost saves it. But catches the 92 and drops down onto the pit lane. Looks like Thanos manages to get back on the track as the number 8 of Teddy Bivert continues to lead. 1 lap to green. The 39 of James Johnson was scored in 4th place when the caution came out. We'll see if he can make up that 3rd spot again. Green flag is in the air, and they're going to have lap traffic just ahead as they get 3 to go. Excuse me. Teddy Bivert is managing to run away from him just a little bit, but the 74 is going full send into the corners. Drifting there to the outside. They are starting to catch up on the lap car of the 12 car. That is Greg Brazow. Does not come into play. 1 to go. Coming to the checkered flag, this has been a non-stop action kind of race, and it is going to be Teddy Bivert for the win. Ryan Nesbitt finishes second, Dwayne Kenner third, James Johnson fourth, Michael Whiting rounds out your top five. Doug Norton, Skylar Massey, Corey Goodall is in 8th. Ernie Shilko manages to recover from 18th just about 10 laps ago up to 9th. Wayne Bridges finishes 10th. Chris Standridge comes in 11th. Brett Carroll, Gerald Poole, Tom Land, and Leo round out the top 15. Brian Mansfield, Greg Brazow, Ben Flanagan, Danny Chandler, and you can watch their post-race celebration. Thomas Rule and Lance Spawnberg. Now, 2 weeks ago, they managed to send the winner out of the track. Let's see if they can pull it off tonight with this celebration. No, they're going to pop a wheelie. These celebrations are about the best thing you can watch in iRacing at times. These are just awesome. Chris told us a couple of weeks ago that this all kind of started with somebody winning, and one of the guys came around and accidentally bumped him, sent him flying, and that's where they ended up. They just kind of kept it going week after week. JJ Parr in the chat. Hello, sir. As they finish up, we will see if... I do believe we have Teddy Bivert available. Hey, Teddy, this is Doug in the booth. You got me? Nope, lost him. Give him a minute to rejoin here. There's our second place car, though, Ryan Nesbitt. How are you, sir?
Hey, Doug, how are you?
I'm good. Man, great run tonight.
Yeah, it was a good race, and man, Teddy he killed it tonight. He was fast all night.
I thought at one point with about 8 laps to go, it looked like you were going to be able to pull off the slide job, but he just got more of a run right off the corner just then.
Yeah. I got a little scared and backed out of it. I should have kept my foot in, and I might have had something there.
Well, regardless, man, coming home second tonight with the way this race played out, that's pretty dang impressive. Especially you started back in 7th, and those guys in front of you were definitely hard to pass.
Yeah, this is a tough track to pass on. I just tried to find a decent line and stay out of trouble.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, sir. And I believe it's my eyes deceive me, or is that Dwayne Kenner in the chat?
That's Dwayne Kenner. How are you guys tonight?
I am good. Congratulations on that third place finish, sir.
Thank you. That was a lot of driving. I could barely breathe there at times. It got so intense.
I can imagine. We were the same way here. I was catching my breath under every caution, I can tell you that much. Well, you guys, you had quite a night. You slipped back a little bit early in the race and managed to come flying back up front pretty quickly.
Yeah, I seemed to be able to make the low line work a little earlier than the rest of them did, and I was able to get by a lot of cars just on the running the bottom, so it worked out well.
Yeah, we actually saw a couple other guys running the bottom that were struggling with it so much they get either just almost stop or they'd catch that inside tire there, and it kind of threw them.
Yeah, and then I had people on the bottom, so I actually was able to run the middle a little bit, and talk about intense. Cars up on top, cars below me. It was scary.
Yeah, you guys were 3 wide for several laps out there, and a couple of times looked like you guys were going to end up 4 wide coming through some of those turns.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to go back and watch it.
Well, congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
And it looks like our race winner, Teddy Bivert, just dropped in. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Dude, you were pretty dominant.
Yeah. I really like this track. I think it's super racy, and in my heat race, I was really surprised at how green the track was. Yet the top was very dominant, but the top definitely gets really sketchy and rough up there. And so towards the end of the race, I need to figure something else out. But yeah, I love the track.
Yeah, I noticed a couple of times you'd run one end the track high and then go low in the next end, and you kind of were moving around the whole time, and it just didn't seem to matter where you were on the track. If you got enough green flag laps, you were just gone.
Yeah, pretty much. At this track here, Limaland, you really just gotta search for the moisture, and um, there is no like gray area that you could run. It pretty much goes straight to slick or moisture, and it's hard to find sometimes. I think in the top of one and two got really close to the wall and rough, so I think I started going to the bottom there and working the top of three and four until three and four started to go away, but it didn't go all the way away. So kind of run the top three or four, bottom one and two towards the end, just trying to get something to happen. But once I started doing that, they were really closing in on me last few laps.
I know several dirt series this week are at Limaland as well, so we'll probably see you on track there, I guess.
No, this is really the only series I do. Just kind of do it for fun. Not really involved in any other competitive series. I just kind of race for fun. Other than that,
Well, you are definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with, that is for sure.
well, thank you.
All right, man. Congratulations. Go celebrate. And by the way, next time you guys are next time you win when you celebrate, make sure you can outdo Chris's celebration the other night. He managed to get shot outside of the track. So next time I'd like to see you fly beyond that.
I was trying. I was trying. I was going backwards and aiming straight for guys. It just didn't happen.
I saw that, but you gave it one heck of an effort.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Teddy.
Bye.
All right, that was Teddy Bivert, our race winner. We also talked to Ryan Nesbitt and Dwayne Kenner. Great race from all of these guys. That was definitely exciting, non-stop action. And now we will go into a short break. We'll be back here in about 20 minutes. We'll leave the stream live, but you can definitely tune in here in about 20 minutes or so. These guys will be back here in the 358 mods. Right back here. We'll stay. We will put you on the Be Right Back screen, and we will be right back. Stick around. Go like, share, subscribe to Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Definitely go share it out into all your groups and your friends, and let's see if we can get some more folks in here for the next race.